Okay, once we've constructed our frequency table from the data, we can display it in graphical form. So here we have our frequency table that we discussed earlier about the 40 houses and the number of children per household. So we got that data and we put it into our frequency distribution table. We can display this in graphical form now so that we can quickly look look at how the data is looking. The most important statistical displays are common column graphs. A special type of column graph is called a histogram. So here we have our histogram. What we do is we rule a set of axes. So we've got one axis here, one axis there. We rule up our set of axes. We give the graph a title, very important. So the children per household in 20 households. Sorry, it was 20 households we surveyed. I may have said 40 before. Label the horizontal axis. So here we've labelled it. That's the number of children per household, and we have labelled the vertical axis, the frequency. We leave a half unit gap here. So if you can see that each column here has got a width of two bits of the graph paper, we leave half a gap there. So leave a half unit space at the beginning, and we draw the first column. So here's our first column. So this here is going to represent the number of houses that had 0 children. That is 4. So we go up and we rule that up to 4. Then how many houses had 1 child? That was 5. So there's our 1 child and we rule that up to 5. 2 children was 7, so we rule that up to 7. 3 children, there was 3 houses. There was no houses with 4 children, and there was 1 house with 5 children. So we have put that data. In a previous video, we put the data into the table, and now in this video from the table, we have drawn our histogram. Comment on the shape of the graph is the next part of the question. Again, looking at the shape of the graph, we can see that this household that had 5 children, that appears to be our outlier, as the majority of households seem to have 1 to 2 children, and then out here, kind of on the edge, is the household with 5 children. So with our histogram, that is how we do it. Remember your headings, remember your labels.